Hi all and welcome back to my final tips and selections for day 2 of the Cheltenham Festival. I'm here on the Monday now after the 48-hour declarations, and we have got our final fields for the Tuesday action, including the Ballymore RSA and most importantly the Queen Mother Champion Chase, the feature event on the second day. Yeah, I think we'll just fly into it. Again, it's similar enough, it's just I do want to do these videos because there were a couple of races that selections just aren't running, so I want to kind of give a different selection now, so I haven't left it blank for you. And these are the horses that I am backing, so you can pin them on me, you can kind of pin the abuse on me if they don't go well. But anyway, first of all, we have got the Ballymore Novice Hurdle, of which SAMCRO is in here at 4-6. Next Destinations at 7-2. Black up 9-1, of course, on the blind side is missing. I'm a little bit dubious. I'm not sure about SAMCRO, but I do think SAMCRO's going to win here. It's one of those, I still wouldn't be surprised if he got beat, because I do feel like, and I do know, because I do, obviously, I've put up a couple of favourites. Not all of them will win, but it's very difficult to know which ones won't. I think he will win, though. At 4-6, I think he's still not bad. Well, no, I wouldn't call him a value bet now, but at 4-6, I think he probably deserves to be that price. Some people think he should be 1-2. Some people think he's completely the wrong price and should be 2-1 sort of stuff for a novice hurdle. I don't know really which to go by. In this one, we have, I didn't kind of put him up fully, but I was always interested by Duke de Genève. He's in here at 9-1 for Willie Mullins. At 9-1, I probably wouldn't be taking him. He's a little short, actually. I thought he might be 14-16, and then he'd be more of a chance. Vision Day Flow, I'm going to stick with here. He was at 25-1 in the previous video. He's now at 16-1. Robbie Power in the saddle. I think he could run not a bad little race here, and potentially sneak into a place. So SAMCRO and Vision Day Flow. RSA, sticking to my guns here, Monolith, he's now 3-1, presenting Percy's 9-4 favourite. I fancy Monolith to try and go and beat him. This is a difficult one because Alboom Photo's in here at 5-1, and I'm disgusted because I really hoped he'd run in the JLT, because I don't think the JLT is much of a race. At 5-1, you couldn't really call him value as an each way bet. Like, I wouldn't put off anyone backing him to win, but I couldn't put him up as value as an each way bet, and Monolith is my winning bet in this. So Alboom Photo unfortunately won't be tipped up here. Ballyoptic is still my each way chance in here at 14-1. I think he's going to run a much bigger race than people think. I think he's a bit of a forgotten horse here, having won the Towton last time out. Then we move on to the Coral Cup. In my handicap video, because it was a bit all in the sky, I put up Max Dynamite for the county because I thought that's where he was going to run. He is going to run in this, and Bluey Rouge will run in the county. So it's a bit of a swap. I think Max Dynamite would be my winning bet in here. I think I put up Burbank each way. He was at 20-1, I think, at the time. He's now at 16-1. He's going to run, so I might as well stick with him. Like, I could put John to something else, but it wouldn't really be in any sort of great confidence. Perhaps Voidurev at 16-1, but that wouldn't be big for me. It'd be Burbank each way in that race. And it moves us on to the Queen Mother Champion Chase, and I am purring to see this race. If all three of them still go to post. Altior, there's now pus in his foot. He looks like he might be out. Duvan's been out. He's been in. He's been out. He's now back in. Min is there, and the rest. Politolog, Special Tiara, and the likes. I said it in the first video, if Duvan runs, I'll back him, and that is the case. Duvan to win the Queen Mother Champion Chase. Still wouldn't surprise me if Altior is a non-runner, and therefore Duvan becomes an evens favourite. We have him at 5-2 here. Ruby Walsh, as I knew, was going to ride Duvan. If they were going to run against each other, you can say, oh, the form, you have to ride Min. No, you don't, because Duvan could be an absolute world beater here. Min is a fantastic horse, but he is not a Duvan. Duvan made Sizing John look like a selling hurdler over hurdles and as a novice chaser. Sizing John's one of the best chasers around these days. So Duvan at 5-2 here, that would be for me. I don't think it's an each-way race. Because I think the front three will finish in the front three if they all go to post. It's more just who you fancy. If you're an Altior fan, go for it. If you're a Min fan, go for it. If you're a Duvan fan, go for it. But it's not an each-way race because these three, if they all stand up, will finish in the first three. We then have the Glenfarclas Cross Country. I think I'm going to stick to my guns here. I put up Tiger Roll and Bless the Wings. I'm still going to go for it. Tiger Roll won't suit this softer ground, but neither will Causes, and neither really with the Last Samurai. And I'm never keen on backing a horse that hasn't run over the banks in a banks race. I still think Bless the Wings could be an interesting one here at 8-1 because he just knows it and he's a bit more ground adaptable than the other two Elliott horses. But I would say Tiger Roll and Bless the Wings here. And if you're feeling absolutely ballsy, perhaps a tri-cast with the three Elliott horses in there for you, because I do think it could well be an Elliott 1, 2, 3 in the cross country. Fred Winter, Act of Valor, had him at 10s, I think, in the handicap video. He's now at 7-1 favourite. Obviously, it's a favourite in a handicap. Well, he's a joint favourite in the handicap. It's not the most original pick. I think actually the pick I like more in terms, I think that we've beaten a bit of value and could run a massive race is Look My Way, who was 20-1 when I put him up EACHWAY for this race in the handicap video. He's now 12-1, and I think he could run an absolute smasher here for John Quinn. Brian Hughes in the saddle. I'm a big fan of Brian Hughes as a jockey. I think he's a fantastic and still slightly underrated jock. But I think Look My Way could run a big race here, and if you're an Apple Shakira fan, surely you're looking for Look My Way to run a biggie. Then we go on to the Champion Bumper, which my original selections of both Fallen by the Wayside Holographic didn't spark in his last piece of work in Downtown Getaway. I was just never really entered for it, actually. He just came out of the betting. I still don't particularly like Black Bow. He's 9-2 now as well. Is that value for the Champion Bumper? No. Felix Desjy, he's been almost a gamble of the race. Him and Tornado Fly, they're into 7s and 8s respectively. Can't say I'm really taken by either of them. In fact, I'd be going down here to carefully select it for Willie Mullins at 12-1, perhaps as an each-way play. Ruby Walsh is in the saddle here. I saw him at Nace last time and he quickened really well to beat quite a nice Jessica Harrington horse called Press Conference. It was a really taking run. Apparently he doesn't do that much at home, and that's why he's always not quite the price he probably should be given his performances. But his performances on the track have been absolutely superb. Ruby Walsh usually has the second pick in the bumpers. Patrick Mullins has the first pick, but he's picked him ahead of Tornado Flyer, and I wouldn't be one to be doubting Ruby Walsh here. It's a bit of a scrum, the Champion Bumper, but perhaps he could run like Next Destination and run a nice race. The other one in here is a David Pipe horse called Know the Score at 25-1. I think he could run an okay race each way. It was a big sale at Cheltenham sales back in November, which I was at actually. He went for I think 350, 360 grand, and he then came out at Toaster and won really, really well, really easily. Now, it was a pretty shite race, let's not kid ourselves. But he's got so much scope for improvement, as do all of these, if I'm being perfectly honest. But Know the Score 25-1 could be your bit of each way value for that race. Nap of the day for Tuesday, or for Wednesday, because I know Get a Bird was my nap for the Tuesday. I'm going to say Monolith. I've been with him all year, and I'm going to stick with him. Presenting Percy could well beat him. I don't think anyone else will, as long as he stays on his feet. Yeah, so that'll be my Wednesday selections. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did so, give it a like and subscribe to the channel down below. And also give me your comments on your best bets for Wednesday's action. As always, happy punting.